O'Reilly.
Shop Superstart Premium, Extreme, or Platinum batteries at O'Reilly Auto Parts and get up to a $15 gift card after rebate. O-Rewards members can also get a $5 reward with their battery purchase. For power, performance, and reliability, choose Superstart. Only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The Avengers radio series, a cultural phenomenon in South Africa back in the 1970s. South Africa was a country with no national television service. It wasn't until 1976 that the country would get its first taste of television broadcasts. But before that, radio was the primary medium of entertainment and information for the masses. This was the context when The Avengers, a British spy FI series, made its debut on South African radio and became a cultural phenomenon. The Avengers was a British television series that originally aired from 1961 to 1969. The show revolved around the adventures of John Steed, a suave and sophisticated secret agent, and his various female associates. The series was a unique blend of traditional spy thriller elements with science fiction and fantasy, which set it apart from other shows of its time. While the series was hugely popular in the UK and had also made a significant impact in the American markets, being one of the rare British series given a network transmission slot, it was virtually unknown in South Africa. This was primarily due to the lack of a national television service in the country until 1976. However, as a film series, The Avengers was able to gain some exposure in South Africa through film rentals. But it was the launch of the radio series that truly brought The Avengers to the masses in South Africa. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.
Now, don't go away, because next on CBS Radio's Comedy Time are those two zany characters of many characters, Bob and Ray.
Now, from coast to coast, Bob, Elliott, and Ray Goulding present the Bob and Ray Show.
Ray Goulding is sick and couldn't be here, and I might point out that the replacement will not be here tomorrow.
You were late getting here. What happened?
I got my foot caught on the elevator, Bob, between the second and third floors.
Well,
not my foot, really. It's my shoe. I was wearing my rubber boots. I was out duck hunting, and I just had to hurry back into town.
That's not too good for a man in your health state.
I shouldn't be out duck hunting, getting my feet wet.
No, sir.
With this bit of a head cold that I have. You're right. There's no doubt about it.
But anyway, here we are at the middle of the week, and I think we ought to go right down to...
I'm sorry. No, sorry.
Arthur Schrank is busy with the Bob and Ray Trophy Train in Texarkana, Texas. And he's down being feted by the folks at KOSY, in particular Tom Dillahunty, I think. So, Arthur, if you can hear us on our two-way telephone, please come in.
Hi, everybody. This is Arthur Schrank, speaking from Texarkana, Texas. Standing beside... Hello, everybody. This is Arthur Schrank. Standing beside me is Tom Dillahunty of KOSY. Cozy! Come up here to our KOSY CBS microphone and say hello to everybody.
Oh, well, it's a real pleasure to welcome you and the trophy train here, Mr. Schrank, and all of us at Cozy Radio are pleased that you have singled us out to make this stop. Everyone has been very generous in their contributions to the trophy train. They have put coins in the little plate there at the end of the second car, and they've bought a goodly number of pictures, I think.
I've noticed some of the people as they come through the trophy train, Mr. Dillahunty, are complaining about having to spend too much money here on the trophy train, and that some of the attendants on the train are more or less...
Surly is a good word for it.
No! Making them spend their money.
Oh, well, yes. But, of course, we are big spenders. And we have tried to contribute our little bit to the success of this venture. Selling pictures for $2.25 seems a little steep for a glossy 5x7.
Yes, I would say that, too.
Are you looking for a job as an announcer, Frank? We're in the market for one.
Well, gee, I might, sir, because I'm getting just a little fed up the time. I'm getting a little...
How steady a job do you have with Bob and Ray?
Well, it's seasonal. I know that as soon as this trophy train hi, everybody. As soon as this trophy train can't roll, I know I'm going to be let out.
Well, you just come and see me when that time comes, and I'll see what I can do. I think we could use a bright boy like you with your voice and obvious talent. Your personality, I think it would go over great here.
I see you're winking there, Mr. Doherty. And if you were such a big shot, I'd flatten you right now.
I see your small helper there is getting ready to sing, I think.
Yes, he is.
So I better get off the train. Don't forget to come and see me if you're looking for work.
Okay, Wallace, go ahead.
Goodbye. I wish you all a last goodbye. 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 I wish you all a last goodbye.
Ah, he sounds better every day, doesn't he?
It's great. It's great.
Yes, sir. Well, now then, let's have a word about Columbia right here.
Bonjour, I am Jacques Leroy, expert on the stereophonic phonograph. I will now clear up this whole subject. S'il vous plaît, listen to ordinary stereo. A girl crossing the street. Eh bien, now on Columbia Stereo 1. Oh, that was a pretty girl crossing the street. Quelle différence! The fantastic Columbia Stereo 1 phonograph gives you all the realism and excitement of a live performance. Walk in a moment, mademoiselle. Oh la la. Oh, pardon. You see, only Columbia has exclusive stereo projection. Not just a few separated speakers, I know, but multiple speakers that send interlocking circles of sound through every inch of a room. See the Columbia phonograph, man, tout de suite. Columbia Stereo 1 portable start at $39.95. Consoles from $129.95. Attendez, ma chérie! Wait for me!
Welcome now to Nick Tinney's Birthday Time, featuring the old soothsayer himself, Nick Tinney.
Well, hello to you all in Birthday Land, those in Peru and those in Samarkand. Please have a happy time. As a matter of fact, make it sublime.
Well, hi, Nick, and I see you're in a jocular mood today. So how about reeling off a few birthdays?
Sure. July 6th, August 17th, October 7th, February 14th.
Well, the old soothsayer is up to his old tricks again, but for good reason, folks. The Mask of the Muse has many sides, and humor is often used to cover up a serious nature.
That's right.
So before we get into birthday greetings, here's Mr. Tinney's inspirational message for the day.
See the sunshine in whate'er you do. Being gloomy isn't worth a sou. The silver in that far-off cloud is there for a reason. It heralds the ending of the rainy season. So, if you're caught in a downpour and can't seem to start, remember this. You'll always be in the indoors of my heart.
How wonderful. That's inspiration at its best, Nick. Poetic words of wisdom. Did you want to get into the birthdays now?
No, not until I send a poetic message to a certain gentleman who can use the lift.
As usual, thinking of yourself, Nick, but then you always did. I think we'd all like to hear you help that man.
Okay. Although you are temporarily dislodged from your home and on the unfriendly streets you are forced to roam, Think of the friends you can make with just plain talk. From your vantage point, your wonderful, comfortable easy chair located on the sidewalk.
Now for a few quick birthday greetings, Nick. First, Michael Danley is 6 years old today.
Dear Michael Danley, at your age, you should be neither hurt nor seen, as befits most boys who've just reached the age of 15.
The boy is 6, Nick. I guess you dug into the wrong felicitation file.
Well, it happened. What's his name again?
6-year-old Michael Danley.
Congratulations, Michael Danley, on reaching the age of 6. If you're very lucky, you'll never have to make a trip to Fort Dix.
Nick, do you, in conclusion, have a general birthday greeting for your thousands of other friends who are born on this day?
I certainly do. Lift up your heads and shout to the sky. I'm 1 year older, and getting there was as easy as pie. And as much as I'd like to give personal greetings to one and all, it's quite impossible, for I'd have to hire a hall.
The old soothsayer himself, folks, Nick Tinney, and he'll be around again soon. So long, Nick. Thanks for stopping by.
It's been fun.
And now let's hear a message from the watchmakers of Switzerland.
Swiss vacation. Swiss vacation.
Win a fabulous vacation for two in beautiful Switzerland. Enter the Swiss Vacation Contest. It's easy. Nothing to buy. Pick up a free entry blank at a jewelry store or other store that sells quality watches. Then in 25 words or less, complete this statement. A quality watch is the best value because there are 1,000 prizes.
First prize, a 21-day vacation for two in Switzerland. You fly deluxe Swiss Air both ways. Visit many colorful places. All expenses paid for two people, plus $500 extra spending money.
Second, third, and fourth prizes. 15-day Swiss vacations for two.
Also, 4 mink stoles,
8 Bolex movie cameras and projectors.
12 Hermes typewriters,
160 $100 watches.
812 gala assortments of Tobler Swiss chocolate.
Enter the Swiss Vacation Contest today. Free entry blanks at your jewelry store.
Interviews of Death.
Wally Michaels here, and seated across from me, famous industrialist A.J. Whaley. First, Mr. Whaley, have you any objections to a probing interview?
None at all, Mr. Michaels.
Good. Now, sir, how did you get your start?
I got my start on a ship stoking boilers 24 hours a day, and I can
Mr.
tell
Whaley,
you...
we're not so much interested in what you did. We're more concerned with the why of the thing. I mean, why did you stoke boilers?
Well, take a boiler. If you don't soak coal into it, the ship's not going to make much headway.
We all know that. The point is, what were you like? How were you motivated? That's what we want to know.
Well, when you're a kid...
When were you a kid, Mr. Whaley?
I was a kid years ago.
Well, that's the kind of thing we want to hear. Now, tell us, how did you feel as a young person, or to use your own word, a kid?
Well, as a kid, I suppose I felt pretty young.
Well, now, was that because of the adults around you? Is that why you felt young as a young person?
I guess so. I don't see how.
Sir, what I'm trying to get at is what makes a boy, later a man, do the things he's going to do?
Well, when I was a kid, I guess I was pushy, you know.
Sir, to use your word, pushy, did you know at the time you were, to use your self-applied term, pushy?
I guess so. I cracked a lot of heads when I was young.
Well, we're not so much interested in the manifestation of the characteristic as we are in the reasons for it. Now, you just appraised yourself as being an aggressive, or if I may borrow the word, pushy lad. Let's pursue that.
All right.
How do we know you were aggressive during your early life? How do we know you're aggressive now? Can you prove it?
Sure.
Well, you needn't have done that, sir. I was merely trying to plumb the depth.
Well, just trying to get the point home in a hurry, Michaels, that's all.
It certainly makes for an animated interview. And I think we're going to get a much clearer picture of what you're really like.
No sense wasting time.
We've met other men from the rough and tumble world of commerce, men with talent at least equal to your own. And these men have failed. How come you've been so successful? What is it you do, sir, when you're seated at the bargaining tables of industry? Is there something special you do?
Sure. I get the point home in a hurry like this.
Thank you, once pushy boy, now grown and aggressive industrialist, E.J. Whaley, for providing us with an
Interview of Death.
Here's Hollywood star Mona Freeman.
Who feels like acting with a miserable cold? I relieve cold distress the fast way with 4-way cold tablets.
Yes, tests of all the leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting. Amazing 4-way starts in minutes to relieve muscular pains and headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
When a cold strikes, do what I do. Take 4-way cold tablets. It's the fast way to relieve nasty cold distress and feel better quickly.
4-way, only 29 cents.
Our program will continue in a moment after a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. To get rid of embarrassing dandruff in 3 minutes, change to Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep unsightly dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair, rub in 1 minute. Add water, lather 1 minute. Then rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch, and embarrassing dandruff's gone. At the same time, Fitch can brighten hair up to 35%. Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo today.
And we'll have the voice of a mystery celebrity in just 10 seconds.
Now, here's the voice of a mystery celebrity.
This is Selina Bankhead.
And until tomorrow, this is Ray Goulding reminding you to write if you get work.
Bob Elliott reminding you to hang by your thumbs.
Memories and Merriment. It's the Gary Moore Radio Show weekdays on the CBS Radio Network. CBS Radio Network.
21st Precinct, aka 21st Precinct and 21st Precinct, was a police drama broadcast on CBS Radio from July 7, 1953 to July 26, 1956. It was initially a summer replacement for My Friend Irma. The program was produced in cooperation with the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of the City of New York and presented adaptations from true criminal records in New York. From the policeman's point of view. Historically, the 21st Precinct had been located near Gramercy Park in Manhattan, but in 1929 the department reorganized the precinct numbering, and the 21st designation was dropped from use. No such precinct existed during the show's run, nor does a 21st exist today. However, the fictional precinct's territory corresponds closely to that of the Upper East Side's 23rd Precinct as it has existed since 1929. Stanley Niss was the producer, writer, director. The role of Precinct Captain Frank Kennelly was played by Everett Sloane for the first 109 episodes and briefly in episode 135. During episode 109, Captain Frank Kennelly was promoted to deputy inspector and reassigned out of the 21st Precinct. He was replaced by Captain Cronin James Gregory, 1955-56, and Les Damon, 1956. Other cast regulars were Ken Lynch as Lieutenant Matt King, Harold Stone as Sergeant Waters, Jack Arissa as Sergeant Collins, and Santos Ortega as Lieutenant Gorman. The program's announcer began the program's opening each week. 21st Precinct. It's just lines on a map of the city of New York. Most of the 173,000 people wedged into the 9/10 of a square mile between Fifth Avenue and the East River wouldn't know, if you asked them, that they lived or worked in the 21st. Whether they know it or not, the security of their persons, their homes, and their property is the job of the men of the 21st. At that point the lead actor would complete the introduction. The 21st Precinct. 160 patrolmen, 11 sergeants and 4 lieutenants of whom I'm the boss. My name is Kennelly. Frank Kennelly. I'm captain in command of the 21st. Art Hanna, Bob Hill, and Hugh Holder were the program's announcers. The series was produced by John Ives. It was usually directed and written by Stanley Niss. Another source lists Niss as producer. Come and listen at www.myclassicradio.net.